What an unexpected thrill.
I pretty much just want to say some things about Janemba. First and foremost, I am definitely not the most knowledgeable person on Janemba, like as I am for Frieza. If you want to learn more about this character, you can hit up Mio Dagger. She has like a lot of stuff, knows the character in and out. So does Hex Pro as well. They're probably your best bets for like any specific questions or whatever. I, however, have a lot of experience playing the character at high level play or in tournament, things like that. So that kind of feel or I guess information that I can bring to the table is things like that. I just always go for the same combo in the corner. I usually just do like whenever I can. I always do this because it's his optimal combo in the corner. It does a fuck ton of damage, as you can see. So I just kind of just do that. You know what I mean? Mid screen, he has a bunch of shit mid screen. I don't remember them. I always just combo into my assist because this does a lot of damage anyway. Majority of the time, when you get a hit like a 2M mid screen and you do this combo, you're doing a lot of damage. That's 54 before super. That's a fuck ton, and it like. But yeah, Janemba has great buttons. They hit from really far. They have long range. They have good active frames. They have good speed. He has a 6-framer and a 7-frame 2L. 2L is not a low. That sucks, but whatever. We have a great 2M. 2M is 11 frames, and it hits really fucking far. If you can see, like, this is really far for a 2M to hit you. His 5M, is about 13 frames. That's not that great, but it's still good range. That's his anti-reflect button. So when somebody blocks, guard all first, whatever, and then they reflect. You do 2L 5M. So that's his anti-reflect. Yeah, so he can't jail into his 5H, so you can't jail 5H. The thing is, you're supposed to do a tick throw there. You can grab, or you can do nothing, and then do key blast and stuff like that. We can do this, right? Or you can do command grab. So things like that, you start messing around, start fucking around with them. So like, you know, they start respecting you. You can do a full block string. Remember, he has a 6S, a 3S, things like that. So you can do cool things like button, like light button, 5H into 6S, or you can do 6S first, into 5H into 5S, whatever you want. This ends -5, which is really good. This has actually got buffed. They changed the spacing, so no matter what, it's always -5. It pushes you out now. Before it was like -9, I think. So it's actually really good. Now he can stay safe in his block strings. He can also teleport. He has an 8-way teleport, which is probably his 3rd best tool, I think, or maybe 2nd best tool. I think teleport would be best tool if 2-2S wasn't such a threat in neutral. And by that, I mean, like, your opponents might be afraid to call an assist because you can't just call an assist. So a lot of people like to do, dash, jump, block. And if you call out the assist call, you can take your turn. So he can kind of dictate the neutral a lot because of the fear of 2-2S. The same thing if they have beams. It's really fast. Let me see. The key blast. Alright, cool. The attack part is 69 frames, But the cool thing about that is, let's say if right, let's say if they do, right, they're gonna do level 3 to bait you out. They think they're gonna punish your counter. They can't. They can't. Because your counter is fully involved until you recover. See? So you just don't get hit. It's really cool. Like, I could give you another example. You see how it works? So they people like, sometimes when the neutral is really high paced and going really, really fast, and you get a really good counter off, people panic and then they do reflect. So, like, you know, we're playing around, whatever, and then let's say the neutral was happening, they'll do vanish, and you'll get the punish or take your turn, depending on how early or late they vanish, things like that. So yeah, so the character kind of dictates neutral. That's really strong in this game. He has his 236 L, M, and H. They deflect key blasts. They go, you know, 70% of the screen, which is insane. That coupled by 6S. 6S will push you closer, and then you can, you know, most of the time, even full screen, you can get this to connect. So that's pretty cool, because if you see the 6S just shoves him just slightly, and that's enough for you to get it. You see the range? And that little push from the 6S allows you to do 236M or H. The light won't reach because you don't lunge with the light, but with the M, you lunge a little bit. Same thing with the H. So you see he does like a little lunge. So it's pretty good to do. 236H is fast. This one's 22. This one's 18. And on hit, the 236H pushes them to you for a combo. So that's really, really cool. You can get really, really good damage for just throwing out something that's 18 frames from, like, pretty much full screen. You know what I mean? This is really far, and that's instant. You know what I mean? You get a lot of damage from it. His solo damage is pretty high. I don't have, like, again, I don't have his most optimal mid-screen combos, like, by hand, like solo combos and stuff like that. I have to look them up myself. But I usually just do, like, I normally just do his normal B&B, and I just corner carry, and then I save my assists for mix. But if I have both assists, or if I can tell that he's gonna die, I just kill him, you know. Oh shit, I dropped the combo. But I showed the combo earlier. This combo does a lot of damage. It's really easy. I think it's one of his most optimal combos with assists. It's bananas damage. His corner damage is some of the highest in the game for effortless stuff. If he hits you with a 2M, you explode. You literally could solo TOD, which is kind of crazy. Yeah, and then you just super, and they die, which is kind of crazy. He's a little nuts. He does a lot of damage. He has some interesting things with a lot of the C assists. Damn, I forgot his Twitter. One of the Janemba dudes, he's actually like pushing the character a little bit too. He's might not be as knowledgeable as Hex and as Mio, but damn, I forgot his name. I try to remember. I'll look it up. He showed one of the. Let me see if I can find it right now while we're doing this. This is live anyway. DHC Janemba. Dark. There you go. So Dark has a bunch of stuff. I'll link the 3 Janemba dudes. Oh, I thought I followed him. Oh, I'll follow him now. The 3 Janemba people you need to follow is Mio. She has like a lot of the combos, a lot of the theory stuff. Hex is really good too, and knows his stuff. But you should hit those 2 up for sure. And then Dark has a lot of the newer C assist stuff. I see him experimenting with that stuff and the trying to make use of this and trying to make a true block string mix with the orb. I think Hex just made a thing himself, video on how you can make that a true string or whatever. So that'll be linked in my description as well. I try to link a couple things, maybe put a couple videos and stuff of their work, and yeah. So the character does a lot of damage, especially in the corner. If you get 2M by this character in the corner, you just die, because he has, with 2 assists, Janemba gets a 0 bar TOD. Look at their damage already. Like, it's insane. This character hurts. I'm dropping it. That doesn't count. That doesn't count. That doesn't count. There we go. So 9 times out of 10, every team can kill. As long as you don't have like Yamcha or things like that. That's a super brawly combo. Yeah, that's really good to have. Again, you can also just freestyle a lot of shit. He can do a ton of stuff. Oh, they took that out. I forgot. But like again, I think mine does 2. I think I need 3 bars mid-screen, because they nerfed the mid-screen damage. Because before you used to be able to spark and hit them with the spark here, and then it was important towards the combo. But now we have to do this. Yeah, and that'll kill. So yeah, he just does a lot of damage. The character hurts. Oh, that was 2.25. So I didn't even need 3. Yeah, so like, let me see what else. What have I not gone over? Oh, his key blasts are really, really good. They track. As long as the opponent is not up here. Because they don't track all the way to the sky. They only track at normal jump height, the most. Or I should just do normal jump. See? So it's pretty good. Because the thing is, he stops midair. So, and then if it makes contact, you can teleport cancel. So like even if they block or they cancel to super dash, you can teleport. It's kind of hard though. I'm still working on it myself, like to react and then, you know, punish the super dash. Because like even if they even if they super dash you, you can level 1 them. Guard cancel, super dash. So like you can on reaction level 1, because the level 1 is fast. It's 13 frame startup, and you can do it in air. So like it's actually, you have a lot of time. It's just it's getting used to it is a little, you know what I mean? If you're trying to bait it, you gotta be ready for that super dash. You know what I mean? And he also got some invincibility, I think, on frame 8 of his level 1, something like that. I think Green Orb is only really for combos. If you can combo into it, it's pretty good. So you can get extra damage there. But the thing is, like, it doesn't do as much damage. It's kind of like a flex, because you can just do... Oops. You can just do a normal combo, and then you'll probably just end up doing the same damage. So you kind of see what I'm saying? Damn, doing live guys is hard because of this. Because when you want to you want to show something, is you have to hit the combo ASAP. I'm not entirely comfortable with this combo yet. Boom. 27, 35, right? But you can just do see what I'm saying? So you just do more damage just by doing a normal basic B&B. But that's the story of this game. So Janemba's assists. Actually, I didn't go into assists with the other videos. I actually completely forgot. Nobody asked me, and I've totally forgot as well. But to be honest, I think Beer's B assists and Blue Jita B assists are their best assists. Blue Jita's C assists is not that bad. I'm not gonna lie, it's plus 50. But Janemba's assists, all three of them are actually useful. They're actually good. I think B is probably the best. Then A and C might be tied for application. But for the most part, you're gonna have to ask Hex Pro for A assist. I haven't practiced the new A assist at all. I don't personally like it. Where's assist? So Janemba's A assist is he shoots key blast, 4 key blasts, and it's really good because you can do it on block. So your opponent guards, you can do stuff like that, and they super dash. They're not gonna be able to punish you. You can see it and react. Same thing happens if they reflect, you know. So if they do have it on Z reflect, super dashes, and you can blow it up or take your turn, things like that. It's hard, yeah. See, it's hard for your opponent to know what you're gonna do after the reflect. Same thing is you play the whole mind game of Vegeta, SSJ, and stuff like that. The thing is that Janemba's assist tracks. So if your opponent is jumping around, it still works the same way. You see? So like even all the way up there, he has to play that mind game of, oh shit, I'm blocking. Also the assist is really good for characters like Blue Jita himself actually. So I can do oh, he's on all guard. I can do the extensions from before. Whatever, I don't even know them. I just know Blue Jita used to do go tanks for his combos. I think they do kicks into the grab. I don't remember. Yeah, you can do that. That's a lot of damage. And a lot of characters can do stuff like that. And it's pretty good. I think this assist is probably one of the best combo assists in the game. I think it might be the best combo assist in the game, to be super honest. It tracks anywhere on the screen, even at smash height all the way up here. It doesn't matter where you are. You know what I mean? And you got a DR. You got a knockdown. So it's really good. It's super good even for confirms the same way. You know what I mean? That was off super dash. I'm getting my throw. Things like that are super good. His B assist is the one that I preferably use. It has 30 frame startup, and I think the block stun is 29-ish. I can't remember. Yeah, it's 29. So it lets you do super dash, whatever the freak, all that nonsense. So it's just enough. Funny enough, Frieza's assist used to be 29 frames, but they nerfed it to 23. And it was a shadow nerf. They didn't tell nobody. They didn't post it. He also, funny enough, has some of the best happy birthday combos in the game. He melts during happy birthdays. Like that's just a lazy one. This also happy birthdays is level 1 right there. Like, boom, dead. Like, that was effortless. That's not even the most optimal one. Like, he can completely build, like, 7 bars with his happy birthdays. He was so good, man. Give it back. Not this shell of a character we have. He fucking hurts. Again, that's the thing about Janemba. It is hard to get a hit with him, But when he hits you, even him doing basic combos, they hurt. They all hurt. He also can fix his combos. A big thing about him is that he's one of the only, well, not anymore. I say there's a lot of characters that can do stuff like this, that can like off a super dash can get a knockdown now. So you know, like all the Blue Jita players know this. You know, he gets slide knockdown, things like that. You can do it even without a beater. You know, you get the throw. So you know, a lot of characters have stuff like that, but you know, Janemba's is a little more applicable in any way because he doesn't need the corner to get it. He just teleports up, and you can get the knockdown. So that's really good. And it's really, really strong in competitive play to always get a SKD with your hits because you're limiting their tech options, right, as much as possible. The sliding knockdown, you already know. I'm sure you know how it works. But to always be able to go into a sliding knockdown is really, really strong. And to do it by yourself is even stronger. Let me see. What else do we have? What do we? Oh, we didn't do CSS. We're talking about CSS. His CSS is Hellblade Fury. So this one, it looks like this. It's one of those 3-hit ones. It's not as good as whose CSS is really strong. 21 CSS is really strong. It's not as good as hers because let me compare it. Let me do this. Blueku's is homing. So there's two forms of the CSS that are really good. 21 and Janemba's version and Blue Jita's where they give you the plus 50, and then you have the homing ones like Vegito, Goku Black, Blueku. Those are really good because they chase you everywhere on the screen. I think Bardock has one too, actually. So 21's is let's have snack time, and you can see the block stun. Boop, boop. Right? So you see that it's plus 50. The reason why I'm saying it's not as good is when it's on hit. So when it's on hit, you'll see that when she hits you, the third hit, they push you towards like your character. When Janemba does it, it pushes them away because he does 5H. So it's not that good because you're let's say if you get to hit, oh, a hit, I'm gonna try. You have to fully commit. You know what I mean, to chasing it down. Whereas it's a lot easier to chase this one down because she pushes you to you. Now again, it's not that serious. Of course, it's really similar, and yes, you have 2 hits to confirm off of it. But you know, the other one is just better. It's not like crazy change that makes it unplayable. If you want to use it the same way you use your 21, you can. Yeah, his supers do damage. I think let me see. I know this super. This one does at max scaling does 815, and another cool interesting tip for oops, that's not the right thing. Another interesting thing for Janemba's super is that when he goes in, so let's say happy birthday, right? So we're going back to happy birthdays. We'll call happy birthday. Boom. So let's say I get this happy birthday. Let's say I don't have any meter. Let's say I have no meter. Where am I? So I'm not gonna get the level 3. Boom, boom, boom. Right? See? So it doesn't happy birthday. But let's even do a worse combo. Let's say I confirmed off a super dash. I might not build the level 3 here. Damn, Spark builds so much damage. Alright. It's hard to explain what I'm trying to say. Let's say I don't have any meter. let's say I don't have Spark. Let's say I have BSS. Trying to create the scenario where I won't build all of the meter. There we go. Boom. Right? So you want to be able to do the super, right? Into 21 super. But you can't. So what you do here is that a cool thing about Janemba Super is that, let's see if I can build a little more meter. Cool thing about Janemba Super is that here I can do Janemba Super and immediately DHC. And if you do, the first hit of Janemba Super does 800. And if you DHC right away and don't let it go into the cinematic, you'll hit both characters with the sword and still be able to DHC. So like right here, boom, and then it'll hit both. So now you see that Janemba died because I happy birthdayed him. So that's like super important to know. It's also really important. You guys will see me do it a lot. A lot of people don't notice, but I do this a lot because oops. So you'll see me do, let's say I'm in Sparking. I happy birthday character, right? Boom, right? Pop, 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 pop. I do this into him, into her, and then look what happens. I end up doing this. I don't want this because my Sparking is going to run out. So you want to be able to, let's say if Janemba gets a happy birthday, I'm doing basic ass combo, I know. I will do Janemba and then immediately DHC. Because the reason why is that you want to keep your Sparking. You don't want to go into that animation. So you be weary about things like that. Or if you want to go into that animation because it's beneficial for you, let's say your opponent is in Sparking, right? And then they do their hits. You want to waste their time. So you could go into the animation. Like, oh, I'm going to waste his time. Take my time. All of his Sparking is getting wasted while you're in this animation. So that's like super important. Look at all that time I just wasted. Sparkings are just about done. Things like that are super important. So you got to be aware of how to use your animation. Which is, I think, a big change for Goku Black would be allow Goku Black to do the same thing. So shoot his keys, and then only the last one will be an animation. And then he could shoot like the first two, and it'll do like 800 damage. And then the last one is the one that gives him the 15 damage. You know what I mean? The little pop. That'll be super good. I think Goku Black does 810, if I'm not mistaken, at max scaling with the Taste My Blade super. So, you know, make it do like 790 or something, and then or 795. Make it do the same thing like Janemba. So take away 15 damage for the last hit animation. This allows, you know, us to happy birthday with that character, because you can't DHC and go into the orb. So that's pretty important. And the animation needs some spark. So you do the first hit or something like, and I'll just do X amount of damage. Janemba doesn't combo to Spirit Bomb. I'm not sure. You'd probably have to ask Hex because I don't play base Goku. He does, so you're probably better off asking him. But yeah, I think that concludes the Janemba stuff. If I missed anything, let me know. I'll make like a little Twitter video or something, and I'll try to link it into the description. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoy all the YouTube content that I'm going to be putting out. I'm going to be doing this a lot. I'm going to try to do this for Frieza next, and do just a little quick, easy thing, and get people like a little introduced with the character and stuff like that. But yeah, thanks for watching.
That shit incredible. I know you're not ready though. This is incredible.